This is BBC News. We're interrupting our schedules for the following announcement. Buckingham Palace has announced the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Fellas, I am extremely saddened to learn news of the death of Queen Elizabeth II. Although not necessarily because she passed away, but more so because I also learned that the Queen of England does not give birth to every British person like a queen bee does. Which means even though Queen Elizabeth has passed away, there's still gonna be more British people. Just terrible news. A little bit of housekeeping before we get into more Queen memes. I am moving into a new place. If you haven't been keeping up with my Twitter or community posts, that's why I haven't made a video in the last couple of weeks. It has been nonstop running between this place and the next to get everything sorted. But sometime next week, probably around Monday or Tuesday, I should be fully situated in the new place. Twitch streams will be back to 5 days a week. YouTube videos will be back to regular, and we'll be good to go. The other thing, if you aren't currently a member of Patreon, I am sending Halloween-themed thank you cards to everybody at or above the $10 tier. If you want to join, head over to patreon.com/SumitoMedia anytime this week if you want to get a handwritten thank you card mailed to you in the mail from me that you can put up on your fridge and let everybody know that you make terrible financial decisions. I thank you in advance. Right, the Queen died. I should probably explain the meme from the beginning of the video. Last year, Prince Philip passed away. Prince Philip, of course, as you know, by the title of Prince, naturally means he is the Queen's husband. That's right. If you're as confused as I am in this moment, remember, this is the country that invented soccer and then proceeded to suck at it ever since. Nothing really makes sense up there. Anyway, when Buckingham Palace announced the death of Prince Philip, they did so on the radio in the middle of a dance edit that was followed by the drop of the song in a weird interlude that, it was weird, man.
Buckingham Palace has announced the death of His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh.
No, tell everybody. Let everybody know. It's super important to let them know that the Duke of Edinburgh has died. Everybody's got to know. But don't mess up their rhythm. You know what I mean? Don't bring down their vibe. Try to sneak it in between two tracks or something. I don't know. I think a musical playlist is just a stupid time to make an announcement of any sort. It doesn't make any sense. Either take a break, a commercial break, insert the information there. You guys remember when David Guetta did a George Floyd ad-lib in the middle of a live set that he was DJing? What the fuck was that?
This record is in honor of George Floyd. And I really hope we can see more unity and more peace when already things are so difficult. So, shout out to his family. I have a dream.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just want to take a quick break to let you know that my cat had diarrhea last week. What is the purpose of continuing the music so soon after such heavy news? This is important, right? The king died, the queen died, racism is as bad as ever. But you can't stop dancing. Don't let the vibes get down your groove. We're moving right into the next track. The way that I learned about Queen Elizabeth passing away was I woke up at 4 p.m. as I normally do to 100 different messages and comments on Twitter and on my YouTube videos saying, "Congratulations, Sumito, you have become the new King of England." And as much as I appreciate you guys watching that collab with Internet Historian, I can't accept that title. I can't live in a country that has outlawed cyberbullying. I have a stance that if you think 30 FPS is okay, you should be shot in the back of the head, and I stand by that statement. That being said, I don't really understand where I sit. I feel bad making fun of an old lady that passed away that seemed relatively well-liked in the country of which she reigned, but at the same time, as an American, I don't really know what a queen is. We don't really have an equivalent here unless you count Misato. Anytime a president takes power in America, half the country wants them dead the second that they sit in an office by default. So it's where do people sit? At least I thought I would feel bad about looking at all these memes about the Queen dying up until I discovered Irish Twitter absolutely shitting on the woman, and now I feel like I'm not making a dent. I feel like I get a pass for making fun of the Queen. I don't have any Irish blood in my veins to my knowledge, but I am a part of the meme community, and with as old as Queen Elizabeth was, there's been a decade of memes either joking about the fact that she's clearly immortal up until last week, or just randomly guessing what date the Queen should die. Like, that is a meme. That is a, yo guys, here's my face when the Queen dies on October 15th, 2015, or whatever it is. A few people on Twitter actually got the date completely right, and I would like to say, A, congratulations, B, you're definitely on a watch list, so maybe be a little bit careful, check your windows at night, the MI6 is clearly coming for you. But in my opinion, after seeing this one headline, it's all goofy, bro. Hospital appointments canceled because of Queen's funeral. Evidently, thousands of patients waiting for surgery, maternity checks, and even cancer care have completely had their appointments removed. They're not being seen by physicians or doctors because hospitals are shutting down in mourning for the Queen's funeral. So I say it's completely kosher. Make all the jokes you want about the Queen, because clearly she's having the last laugh. She might have died, but she's taking some people with her.
The One Piece is real.
There is this meme that I have been seeing going around TikTok that I think comes from Chinese TikTok, where basically somebody will like bonk an animal or grab it by the throat, and then it'll like hypercut into that same animal being cooked into a dish in like 4 seconds. And it's like, it's kind of terrible, but it like also has me cackling like a baby goat. What does this say about me that I'm more upset about this turtle than I am about the Queen of England? Like, I'm not emotionally attached to either one of them, but like the turtle one kind of pisses me off. The Queen of England, eh. Anyway, that's not my point. I ended up getting a bunch of these, you know, cooking videos in one way or another on my algorithm, and I bumped into another subsect of TikTok memes in which it's just, it seems like it's casual cooking videos, and then it just randomly cuts in 2 guys kissing. So I'm watching through these TikToks. They always catch me a little off guard. Before I know it, my entire algorithm is nothing but food intercut with dudes kissing. When you work in this line of work, you accept that your algorithm's just going to get really weird some weeks. I accept it. I get used to it. And that still did not prepare me for this next one. Transition. In another terrible news article to come out of Europe, there is a millionaire dentist who was jailed for mutilating his patients from low-income neighborhoods. Evidently, when he had somebody poor come into his dental office, he would do unnecessary work to their mouth just completely out of spite. I saw it on this headline. Next meme. I saw somebody describe a week like this as the Iron Chef of the internet space, where everybody has the same ingredients. We all know the Queen died. Everybody knows we're going to be talking about the Queen dying. And it's up to everybody to sort of make their own dish out of this ingredient. What's the funniest meme? What's the hottest take you can make on this thing that everybody is going to be talking about? And I think that's a fantastic way to describe exactly what this week has been like. However, all the other ingredients have kind of been ignored. There aren't that many other memes to take a look at. I mean, we could take a look at this red circled name similarity thing, but like, I don't really know how to react to this in a cohesive manner. So instead, let's take a look at yet another random old celebrity deciding to shit on gamers for no reason. So DJ Vlad, who you may know from the Vlad TV interviews that you'll see all over World Star Hip Hop, going into the nuances of like rappers' personal lives and their beefs with people or what have you, tweeted out, as an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is blah, 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 blah. You've heard this before. You remember when Joe Rogan was like, oh, gamers are wasting their life. They're this and this. They don't produce anything. You should do jujitsu. It's all the same stuff that we've heard before. And honestly, it doesn't even faze me anymore. Like, every single time I see a tweet like this, I know it's nothing more than just boomers being upset that they're seeing gamers make millions of dollars trying to shit on everybody. Like, who cares? He later in a tweet points out that painters produce art, so just painting isn't the same as just gaming because you don't produce anything when you're gaming. You produce serotonin, man. Some of the best times I've had in my life has just been sitting back and getting shit on in League. It doesn't need to turn into something you can sell for money necessarily. However, this particular tweet caught the attention of one Justin Wong, a professional Street Fighter, I think general fighting game player, who responded to this by showing a clip. A lot of people have responded to this, showing a clip of their greatest gaming moment, using it as a moment to dunk on the fact that gaming isn't an art, which I can appreciate thoroughly. But this is another level. I have to set the stage so that you guys can truly appreciate what makes this gaming moment art. This is probably the greatest gaming moment ever in all games combined total. This took place 9 years before Faker's outplay on Zed. 14 years before Cold Zero's 4K on Mirage. Like, it was so long ago. 2004 EVO tournament. Justin Wong, one of the greatest American Street Fighter players, is going up against Daigo Umehara, Japan's greatest fighting game player, period. No exception. The score is 1-1. There's only one more win to finish this set, and Justin Wong has just chipped Daigo down to basically 0 HP and then hits him down to 1 HP with a full super bar. He only needs 2 to pull off Chun-Li's super art 2. So naturally, with Chun-Li's Hoyuka-sen being one of the fastest supers in the game, he decided to just unlaunch his super combo, expecting Daigo to die to either getting hit by something or trying to block one of the 17 hits that are about to come in his direction. When you block in a fighting game, you just hold the back button, in Street Fighter at least. Although holding the back button will result in chip damage. You won't take as much from taking the hit, but blocking it will still result in some damage, and Daigo does not have some health. This is not an option. The only thing he can do is to parry the attack, where you push forward at the exact moment that you're about to be hit by the attack. Literally frame perfect. You have 1/60th of a second to block a single hit, which you are about to be hit by 17 times. Guess what happens next? I get goosebumps every fucking time I watch this clip. It is so fucking good. It wasn't until super recently that I even learned how much more nuance there is to this clip, okay? The way Chun-Li's Hoyuka-sen works, right? It's a 8-hit lightning kick, followed by another 8-hit lightning kick, followed by a high kick. Not only does Daigo know this, but he knows that he only needs to parry the first 7 of the kicks because the 8th kick is going to push him back far enough that the 8th kick is going to miss. He parries 7 times, takes a second, parries another 7 times, takes a second, knowing those last 2 kicks aren't going to hit him, jumps in the air because he knows the last kick is a high kick, parries that one as well, and then ends Justin Wong with his own super. You want to know the really crazy thing? The really nutty thing about this? You can't parry Chun-Li's super. The Hoyuka-sen comes out too fast for you to be able to block the first attack if you try to block after it comes out. Daigo had to be parrying before he used the super. He had to be timing the second before he used the super in order to parry the first attack. If you look at the moments right before Justin uses his super, right? They're dancing back and forth. Daigo is timing it. He is staying the perfect distance away and just taking a guess at when Justin is going to launch the Hoyuka-sen. Guesses right, parries the first, parries the next 14. Holy shit, this parry, bro. I don't want to hear that gaming's not art. I don't want to hear it. If you don't understand it, fine, but you can't sit there and tell me that isn't one of the greatest moments in mankind's history, period. Holy fuck, that moment is so good. Don't tell me gaming's not art. Don't tell me you're not subscribed. Come on, you can't be that stupid. You made it to the end of the video. Hit the button. Hit the like button. If you hate me afterwards, good. I'm doing something right. Shout out to the Patreon boy scrolling in the back, and I'll see you guys at the next Evo tournament, yeah? Spisu!